The woman discovered that every time her husband tried to get close to her, he immediately couldn't help but vomit. She never understood why, since they got married out of love. But for the past 3 years, whenever he touched her, she couldn't stop vomiting. Until one day, while cleaning, she accidentally discovered her husband's secret. She found out that the husband who loved her so much had a child with a bar hostess. Following the clues in the photos, she traced her husband's whereabouts. Sure enough, he was with the hostess, and even his friends were helping them out. Furious, she called her husband, but without hesitation, he hung up the phone and continued being affectionate with the hostess. She even overheard her husband saying the real reason he didn't want to touch her. It turns out he thought she was dirty, but what her husband didn't know was that she was still a virgin, because 3 years ago, on their wedding day, she suddenly received an urgent call from the police. As a martial arts champion, she infiltrated a female kidnapping ring and successfully rescued the hostages. Her husband never understood why she disappeared so suddenly, until he saw the news and found out she was involved in the case. His first reaction was to think she wasn't clean, but she simply answered him, without going into details. She never revealed the truth about her mission, to protect the victims. She chose not to release any footage, but her husband misunderstood her. So for the past 3 years of marriage, not only did he not touch her, but without registering the marriage, he betrayed her. What he didn't know was that she came from a wealthy family. 3 years ago, she married him against her father's wishes. Now, her father had finally forgiven her, and her brother was even ready to invest billions in her husband's company. She thought it was a chance to bring her husband home, to regain her identity as a rich family's daughter. However, her husband never trusted her, and she only had one thought in her mind. That was to leave this scumbag and return to her father's side. The next morning, she went to the hospital to complete her resignation procedures, then went home to pack her things and prepare to leave. But she received a message from the hostess asking to meet her. Furious, she went straight to the bar to teach her a lesson. But the hostess not only called her shameless, she also took advantage of her unguarded moment to force her to drink, and then accused her of forcing the hostess to drink. Upon hearing this, the scumbag husband immediately blamed her, and decided to announce their divorce at the birthday party the next day, to give the hostess and the child a name. The next day, the husband forced her into the car, and took her to the hostess's birthday party, where he demanded that she publicly apologize to his mistress.